Hey everyone, I hope you are doing well. I am NPS30 and let's get started this amazing video. After a long time, I am recording a new video for my kind of a exclusive video for all of my Patreon members and probably for YouTube Pro members. So what is this video all about? It's about a recent artwork which I did for the Halloween trend, which you can see on the screen. In today's video I'm going to discuss how I created all the different effects. This will be not be in step by step, but I will reopen the project file and I will discuss what was my approach to complete all the videos. But before that, this is another simple artwork which I am planning for my next YouTube tutorial. So this is kind of BTS and early access kind of stuff. So basically I am planning to, so here there will be a giant phone and this curtain will be kind of a screen or cover, and from that there will be car will come from the phone. This is kind of a basic idea. Okay, so there are a couple of files. So maybe let's start with this one. Let's see which one is this. So this is the easiest one for me, but guys, there was a different task for the shading. So here you can see I downloaded basic models from Sketchfab and then using some texture projection. Okay, so here you can see, so these nodes are basically for this the main trend, but later what I did, I just keep it simple so that our country can understand what is all about, because I want to focus a bit more for the relatability so that our audience can relate basically from my country. And for these simply I just go inside the edit mode. Right now everything joined together, but when I was doing texturing I just simply keep all the textures and all the models individual so that I can simply focus one and at a one time and I can do the texturing. So you can see this is the bogey one and this is the texture. I select them like this way and then pressing U, project from view, and then in the UV editing I just apply these textures. So that way I did all the textures, and these are the textures upscale versions. So here you can see all the textures I generated using AI and then I textured them inside Blender. This is for the texturing, and this was the simple animation. So let me delete this so it can move fast. So here you can see simply I joined all the train together and I just move this. And for the visual effect perspective, like the lighting, the overall scene creation, so after doing 3D tracking when I created this scene, so here you will notice these are the simple basic plane. Here you can see, and some basic extrusion to extend these, and I use the if I go to the object mode, if I will select this ground plane or the environment, here you can see I am using the same video texture which I am using for the CGI or visual effect perspective. So I am using the same texture, and here in the texture coordinate I just change them as a window. Here you can see, so I use window, so it has the same projection from camera. If you will change this to the UV, you will get some weird all this stretch, but window works well all the time. And just change the frames and make it cyclic and auto refresh, and that's it. This is pretty much it. And I use as a shadow catcher, and for the world I used an 360 environment map and also a sky texture. Here you can see for the sun, so you can notice. So this is for the basic creation and for the basic train animation. Now let's move to for the curve one. So I will go to the new general, don't save. Let's go to the layout. Okay, so this has some physics, rigid body physics going on. So let me explain what I did in this case. So let's select any one which is already moving. So I selected this, apply rigid body active, and just I change the shape to the convex hull. What it does, it actually wrap a low res geometry around the model. So sometime if you have like some dimension in your object and you want to use, so in this case this box will not work, because if you'll notice here, you can see there are some extra part included and here as well as. So in this case I use convex hull rather than mesh, because mesh will take a lot of time to calculate, and at the same time I just make the collision margin to almost 0 or near 0. So here you can see, and same I did with this 4, I change the position, and once you play this will behave like this. So this is very simple, you can see. So this is the second scene, and now let's move to the third scene. So this is also a bit similar to the previous one. Here I just downloaded some pumpkin models from Sketchfab, and then I did the rigid body physics and I just changed the shape to the convex hull. But this time our scene has not starting from frame 1, so I just make it animated till 166 frames, so that in this till here it will not move, and just after a couple of frames I just disable the animated, so now it can move, you can see. So this is how I just mimic the timing, and I also change these, you can see on the here timeline I also change the keyframe a bit here and there, so that they will not start falling on the same time, you can see. And I also added physics in the train later, so it will come and hit these pumpkins. Now let's talk about the last one, which is the moving train. The basic concept was to first create a path, and this is the path only for my guidance, like for my reference, so that I know how the curve should behave, like when this should do and perform all the curves. So this is for the basic purpose, for the reference purpose. And I also created a rough, if you'll notice, I also created a rough shape of the train, and make sure it fully cover the whole train. So if I'll go to the X-ray mode, you can see the rough shape is fully able to cover this train, you can see, because later we will use as a reference point to move our train. So here let me disable the X-ray. So I created this, and on this one, so here if you'll notice I rig this base reference model, so that if I'll go to the pose mode I can move this, you can see. So basically create a rough shape of train, then rig that rough model, because this model has not too many geometry, it's around only 8000, so it's easy to handle in animation, so it was easy. So once I here you can notice, once I animated everything in pose mode, then what I did, let me hide this as well as, then I selected the main train and I use a surface deform, and I use a target to our engine like this one, and then our original train are moving based on that rough animation which we did for this rough shape. So yeah, this is the main idea for creating this CGI for the Halloween train. I hope this breakdown is a bit helpful for you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting me. I am NPS Ready, and I will see you next time with some more behind the scene. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye, take care.